Oh, hello, hello. Alright, so we got two. I still have yet to come up with a way to get a full screen. So use my phone. So there's a couple of things I gotta do with adjustments and stuff. But yeah, just figure out the way. That. Actually, give me one second. Hi, I'm back. So it was a little annoying. My phone kept on turning off, which is my camera and chat. So now that's not there. Alright, so I actually came up with a plan. We're not just doing Illustrator stuff, even though I still have portfolio stuff to do. And I mean, we were making fan art last time. Yeah. Today, however, I want to get through a couple of challenges just so, change it up, have some little coding stuff to do. So we're going to do Leet code, our first problem here, and then after doing a couple of these problems, we will hop into CodePen. It's a good chat. CodePen has a challenge every week, so that ends up being perfect. So let's start with this. I haven't really looked into this. I just kind of opened this up right now. So we're going to do the daily challenge, the daily question, the reverse prefix of word. So given an index, 0 index string, we're using Python in this case, a word and a character, reverse the word up to that character. And it gives us a couple of examples and some constraints. The word is between these lengths, all lowercase, that doesn't matter. So, I wonder, I don't know what version of Python 3 they're using. I remember we want to collect car or how do you do? I'm not really, this is kind of why I want to use this comprehension, because I'm not really too familiar with it. I don't really use it. I don't like how it's, when do you don't like those Paris programs. It's forwarding them in so you can here and there, and then if you have to position I don't think this comprehension comes in place like we don't. That's right. I don't think we want to do this comprehension. I'm just gonna do. You don't even need that. So we want to if r equals that is that. Assume 0, because if you have 0, you can't really reverse. Kind of gives us it wants to reverse. Yeah, no. Otherwise, yeah, we want to include not exclude. So it will add the character. If not, that. Then we break out. I believe. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think it's just the reverse. Yeah, okay. You just do -1. Ooh. In this case, so we're just walking back this one. And then we are joining this with word. Index. Yeah, that's it. How we do subject to. Oh, yeah, Python, it's an enumerate. It's not. I've been using way too much. So we want to enumerate. Keep on saving. Numerate is, does that do index? It does index. Alright. It is inclusive. I want to do X. Alright, so let's do the case. Sorry about that. We'll never. It doesn't matter if it's because it, I didn't deal with that case because I forgot the code. So I don't know. What? All right. So that was that done. So let's run it over again real quick. So basically what we're doing here is we need to reverse the word up to a given character. When we want to get the first word, or the word, the substring, but get the substring and where we stop in that iteration. We don't want it exclusive. So we enumerate over the words, get the index and the character. We just add the character to the substring. And then when we discover that the character that we're looking for is the character that we want, we then update ref index, which is our stop point. We stop here. If we never stop, we just return word because there's no point. If it's the first word or if it's doesn't find it because we never update ref index otherwise, so we'll just return the word. Otherwise, it will return the reverse word. And do that. Should have been an easy one. Let's go to okay. Get me out of here. Problems. There's flash me, you guys. I'm sorry, guys. So I've never opened Leet code. I've not done it. That's one of the reasons why we want to pick it up here, is because I have never done it. So we can start from 1, which is what I'm thinking, and work our way through. And I think that'll be good for now. I'll look into it later. I thought I submitted this. Oh. It's not. Let's go back. Let's submit it. What is their solution? Yeah, I guess so. It just finds the index, and then we do the split. Like, that's what I'm doing. Mine's cleaner. That's clean. You don't really know what find does, but it's fundamental. It is what it is. That's how Leet code is. Alright, so let's go to number 1. This is another easy one. Alright, given an array of integers and an integer target indicates, given an array of integers, so we have a bunch of numbers and an integer, a target, return the indices of the two numbers such that they add up to the target. Alright, so let's look at this. So we want 9, so that we just go through summing. So 1 and 2 sum 6. Alright. So we want the last number because it's 2. It looks like they're only wanting 2 adjacent. If you sum 0, it's fine. Right, so if num less less num is target, brackets, you be like, hey, thing. Enumerate nums. That we just return last index. Otherwise, do index equals that and last num equals num. Okay. Pretty simple. That. Alright, so that's not. So they aren't adjacent, like the examples we gave. which and they didn't say it, but the examples they give us are adjacent. Yeah, I'm not going it's kind of in the same vein. So if the two are target, we do that. You're gonna want the summation. So if the summation is a target, then it returns its array. Sum greater than only if the sum is less than the target. No, because it could comply. You lose the. I mean, I can just go through with the two arrays, but I think that's done. I want this method to work. Right, we're just iterating through the numbers. I don't want to use any libraries. I think that's what they're going to use. I don't know why they're creating an instance of. I'm just gonna ignore the Python code. Boilerplate. Ignore it. So it's not target. I don't know. Yeah, so if it's not the target, if it's less than, we can. If the summation is less than, then we can't lose the target. If it's equal to it, so if it's like a 3. The only thing we want to save is the number is less than divided by 2, but we still lose it. Let's do the part. Let's do the we'll check every array. Oh, that's because I'm not updating. So if num and num2, which we're iterating each index, we're going to iterate over the whole array. So if the summation is equal to the target, then we want to return index and the index. And oh, I've got and. And the index is not the same as index 2. What did I give it? Oh, nothing. That should work based on your description, right? So in this case, it's -3 and -5. You sum them. I feel like I have this question wrong. This is crazy. It makes sense. Yeah, -3 plus -5. 3 minus 5. -3 minus 5. Understand why that. I'm not using this, because we sum it. Not like do anything unusual. Absolutely keep this code. because I'm using it is. Just do that. Alright, we're running just this issue. So you in this up 84% in memory usage because I know what numerals is. How would you flatten that? And do I care? Oh, no, that's post. He does it too. Hash table. Doesn't even know Python. You wanted the index, you do the numeral. I don't. Yeah, so he makes the hash table, finds the complement, complements in the hash table, and he returns that index. Yeah, so he just has the number and the index in the hash table. The dictionary. I like dictionary better. Alright. I think I was too stuck onto my trying like, hey, I just want one variable. I don't want to waste too much memory. How would it look if I basically it's like, hey, I found this number here. Let's do that. stores the numbs if I use yeah, it does. Oh, it's not my editor. Oh, you're failing on that? Oh, yeah. I would have failed on that too. But my memory is crazy. How would you? Right, so how would you go from here? Right, basically looking up the table. The and yeah, let's go. No complicated math, dude. See how this goes. So basically, I forego the math. You lose performance. Is that index? Like when we're doing dot index. Oh, we're checking if it's in nums, and then we're checking. How does this work? I think I'm only going to search for half of it. Sorry. It just returns 0 if there's nothing in there. Oh, it's the value. So we just need to check if pump. All right. It should have. The same solution. Okay, so we're in 0 index. I think we're on one. It's inclusive impact. This has been way too quiet, huh? Sorry about that. The hash map worked well. Better. This is my solution. I like it. add two numbers. Linked list. You're given two non-empty linked lists representing two non-negative integers. The digits are stored in reverse order, and each other nodes contain a single digit, and the two numbers and return of the sum as a linked list. We assume the two non-numbers do not contain any leading zeros except the number 0 itself. So in example 1, we get this as a linked list. We're just traversing a linked list. Um, 9993949s. Oh, okay. I see what's doing. So we're basically getting the individual integers of this huge number. We have to sum them to carry over. It looks like it's just gonna be Can we assume L1's always going to be bigger than L2? We'll find out. We're using the index to grab the. Wait, reversing it. Can I just reverse the two and just go through them? No. Each number of nodes is linked list. Note that val is that. You want them that way, you gotta make it easier. Oh, wait. What's wrong with the browser? Oh, it's just online. It's probably hardware acceleration. All right. I don't know how to iterate. This is going to fail, but I need to see what this node consists. Oh, it's right there. I know they're gonna break it. Like that. I hit the thing that's forced me to do. All right, I think this is gonna be the last one. Just because I want to get to the CodePen stuff. And we've been at this for a bit, about an hour. So that's all I want to put into effort in this. I do need carry. Right now, carry equals 0. And then carry equals, so if we modulo 10, just subtract by 10. All right. And then this is sum. Yeah, we're gonna do it for now. $18 means it's 0. Yeah, it's 0. It's 0. We do the carry. Carry is 10 if it's greater than. Carry isn't subtraction, it's division. Oh, I messed up. I don't know how to do the old. Okay, yeah, carry. What is it? So your vowel is that, right? The remainder. Hope so. And your carry is the sum divided by 1 is over 10. Rounded. So yeah, we do 0. Yeah, we had to round down. I don't know if we're allowed to import math because kind of div mod number 1. What else looking for? Right there. Need this because it's always going to be 0 minimum. Now for the nodes, I'm just overwrite node 1 if you're in L1. We want to do that though. Or we just do words. gonna do plus carry. And that. Cool. And then next. Now, how do you get the initial value without reusing L1? I don't want to use it. You do new node. Oh. Instead of doing that, we do just return get the value though. I don't get it. And we're consuming the linked list. I want to assume it. Here. Let's say that. Why is it doing? Why are we getting the type error? That's not what I'm doing though. Alright, we're gonna return. Maybe they're doing something unexpected and dumb. Right. This could be an unexpected result. Like that passes that vowel. What are you providing me? Bruh. Alright. So these are integers. They're ints. It's a carry issue. Alright. Where's my div mod? Round it down, remain true. Oh! Oh, no, 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 no. Alright. I'm taking the sum. I'm going to take the sum divided by 10, then we round that down. And that's that anymore. Of course, there's a decimal. Alright, so what is my carry doing? Alright, so should this be 0? Divide by 0. Alright, and then I'm just gonna round it too. Gonna only interested in the 0th one. And that should provide us with our carry. Alright, so it's 0 and then oh, we have a rule. Now what's our value? Right, yeah, so I'm checking if the next one's yeah, so if the next one's not none, then yeah, we're gonna have a next one. What are you doing, huh? My dog's trying to get out into the room. Hello, puppy. Mind the closet there. Hi, puppy. Come here. Come here. Alright. Scratching you at the door trying to get in. Like. Or the carry does not equal 0. Which means I gotta do this too. Node 1 is none. We just add something. Node 1 equals this. Alright. This should cover it. We assume wrong. So if the first two aren't empty, that should work. If that's not none, or that's not none, we don't want or we want any. Where are you seeing this? Right. We have a value. Because we didn't add the condition. Alright. I should make that into a lambda function, honestly. Alright. That seems like a lot. Which it is. But so let's go through this. So we create the 3 nodes that we're traversing through. One that we're populating, one that the 2 that we're iterating over. And then we have the head and the carry. Every iteration of the carry is the values that are remaining after we've added on. So for example, if we had like a 9 plus 9, we'd carry the 10. So we'd always carry the 1. I know how to make this easier. We're doing this, right? So this is either going to be a 0 or 1. We could just do if number is greater than 10, it is equal greater than or equal to 10, then that. But anyways, let's actually do that. Right, you can't really. Oh, wait. Yeah, to carry 1. Yeah. Alright, let's see if this works. Memory exceeded. Alright. So, if this is done, submit. I bet you someone has to have a more clever way than this brute force method. Why is that? Oh, because yeah. I don't set it otherwise. Okay. It carries. Doing pretty well with memory. A lot of people use hash maps. Yeah. People probably use hash maps. So, let's go through this again, right? So we have the 3 variables that we are tracking. Node 1, which is the first list. Node 2, which is the traversal of the second list. And result, which is the building of the result. We stored the first node of result, and which is what we give to the person. Then we keep track of our carry. Our carry is the remainder of the value, which is either 1 or 0. If it's over 10, it's 1. If it's under 10, it's 0. Then we have this check is done lambda function, which we have to call twice, and we'll show you why we get to do that. But all this is checking is that either if all the values are in its neutral state, basically, if it's like none for the nodes, that means we traverse through them all, or the carry hasn't carried everything over yet. So when this is done, it'll stop looping. Otherwise, it'll check if the will provide an empty value to these traversal nodes if we're already through them, meaning they're done. Otherwise, we'll sum them up. So if these are both 0, that means we're just going to add the carry to it. Then we'll find the remainder of the value, which is basically the modulus of 10, because if it's over 10, we're just trying to take away that 1 if it is. Otherwise, it'll just return it what it is. Then we find the carry, and we determine that if it's over or under 10. We then set the result, which is the value, not the carry. Then we go through node 1 and we go to the next node if we can. Otherwise, it's going to be none. I don't know why this doesn't throw an error. Oh yeah, it doesn't throw an error because we create our own net list, which is none. So we basically set this to none again. We go and set that over again. And then if this is none, then we add the, if this is done, this should be called if not done. If this is not done, then like, hey, we have the next step. We add the next step to our result array. Then we add, say, our current result, which is going to be our next step, is our what we're working on now. Once this is all done, we return the head, which is first. Basically, we're returning the whole linked list. By doing this, it's decently fast. I don't know how you can get slower than this. It's basically what you learn in elementary school. But yeah, 99% of the users pretty efficient with our memory. And we'd probably be more efficient if we didn't use this as done. But okay, does that even matter? Right, because we're just creating a lambda. It's our function. I wonder if that number will go up. No, our lambda function speeds it up significantly. Huh. Wait. There's some weirdness going on here. With that, I guess we went from very efficient in memory wise to very efficient in performance wise. Huh. We're here. I'm guessing it's just compare, because that's the only thing that's different. Hey, I'll take it. All right, so that is done. I don't know if I'm going to continue on tonight with more Leet code problems. We spent an hour and a half, 2 hours on that. And why would you do that? There's so much. And yeah, we did the first two. That could be fun, but I want to get some CSS training in. So our next thing we're going to do tonight is this week 1 challenge. I haven't looked at any of this, so I'm just kind of thinking about what we do ourselves. So yeah, we're doing bubbles, which I don't know how we do this, honestly. But anyways, let's go through it. This is the code pin for April. We're going to be messing with bubbles. Each week this month, we'll give you a bubble theme coding prompt, plus lots of resources and ideas how to get your creativity bubbling. Beautiful. Let's dive in. Beautiful, buoyant bubbles are just the fun of front end as in real life. This week, you're challenged to bring that bubbly fun to a pen. This template includes a bubble emoji to help you bubble up some idea. For your challenge pen, the template is also a starting point to help you get going. Feel free to add or remove elements, changing the style or popping that bubble and starting over from scratch. Ideas. This week's template includes a bubble emoji. As you build your bubbly pen, you can use the emoji or use a simple circle shape for your bubble. Once you built some bubbles, you could create a bubble background pattern or use a JavaScript particle library to blow the bubbles around the screen. Bring some bubbles to a UI element. Maybe you can use a bubbles in a loading animation or a cursor bubble. Now let's look at this pen first before we go to the ideas. This is what I was going to use, but this is probably better. Let's close all these. Alright, so here's our bubble emoji, body, bubbles. Cool. The bubble is pretty simple. To make it in real life, render it realistically. Alright. I don't think I want to do pretty well with this. So, a little context. I want to start doing these challenges to improve my CSS skills. And the web, like the 3 main web languages, I considered CSS my weakest just because I am not as versatile with it. HTML, I know all the ins and outs pretty much of it because I work with it on a day-to-day basis, especially when I work on web accessibility stuff. So yeah, that's why I feel comfortable with that. And in JavaScript, I feel very comfortable because it's the most scripting-like language. Like you just saw that I could work around Python pretty well. So yeah, that's so. But you know, there's only so much. I haven't really done creative stuff in a long time, so I'm really not so well with that. Especially with animation stuff, which is what we're probably going to end up working here. So fun stuff. There's going to be a lot of learning with this, but we'll see what's happening. But yeah. So here's some resources. Random bubble covers. Okay. So this guy used the math. All right. This is nicer. We're just using a radial gradient. And I'm guessing they're just appending it to a div. Yeah, all right. So let's get rid of this. I think that's something that's what we're going to try to aim for. Kind of like that bubbly thing, but I don't want to copy just straight out what he's doing. So, what I'm thinking is, yeah, there's going to be a button that adds bubble. Oh, you know those like fish tanks where you have the little like the treasure chest that allows the bubbles out and they go whoosh? Maybe we can do that, something like that. I don't think it'd be too difficult. We can just use SVGs and let's see. I don't think I'm not going to try to get a realistic one. Something like that. Let's see, can we... we can do Pixie.js. I think we're gonna want TypeScript for this. Alright, so we're gonna want a bubble class because we got the bubbles. Yeah, by the way, I got canes. I was leaving that for a while. So we have our div here. Got a div with class of tank. Cute. All right, so so what I'm thinking about is kind of like having these little bubbles with the linear gradient, like the guy was doing. A radial, not linear. Radial gradient. Is there a generator? Huh. I want that out there. Zero. More on the wider side. Okay. Good. Yeah, there you go. And I kind of want this to drop off real quick. There you go. I don't care about that. Cool. Pixels. Hey, let's go. I like it. I don't think you guys can see it. I am definitely gonna have to increase this. There you go. So here's our bubble. Make this by 20. And I want that like darker. There. Let's update the bubble so we can have transparency. So when we do the background color of red, that's going to be ugly. You can actually see the red. So do find a color that's like that. Halfway. Darker. Okay. So now that we got kind of like trying to get our bubble kind of more situated, you can kind of see it. You know, it's a little white. It has a little like white bordery thing. Middle. You animate. So it is X, Y, can we use Pixie.js to animate divs? No, but I do not need Pixie.js. All right. I think this is going to be a multi-stream thing, by the way. I'm going to be honest. So here's what I'm thinking, right? So we have like bubbly bubble fish tank decorations. We have like a volcano or something, right? And then we have like bubbles coming out of the volcano. And ooh. I don't think we'll, honestly, we have a circle with the RGBA1, RGB. RGB to hex. One 73. 9. Okay, so let's use the adder of color. How do you use this adder function? I'm pretty sure you can get attribute of personal strings. Okay. Yeah, that's the color. Oh, we got it. I gotta use data color. So every time we want a new bubble, we just add a div of these, and we can change these data variables inside this JavaScript pretty easily. That way, whenever we want a new bubble, we can just call it new bubble. It works out pretty well. I feel like there's something not working. There's a couple of areas on the screen which I cannot see, but you know, it is what it is. So the goal is, you know, kind of create a fish tank, and when you move your cursor around the screen, you spawn bubbles at that cursor, but we also want to have like other things around it. Yeah, and I don't mind too much the bubbles overlapping. I have to change the background gradient a bit, but hello. Yeah, so I don't mind it overlapping too much. So what we're trying to do is trying to make a fish tank where like we got these like little volcano bubbly things, and just kind of have your cursor as the fish basically, so that when you're moving around the cursor, bubbles come out of your cursor. And the goal is, the reason why we're doing this is to, we're trying to do the CodePen CSS challenge. So possibly, I think that'll be a little too difficult for this challenge, just because you'd have to tell, like, there'd be a lot of collision detection there, and this is something I'm trying to get done by tonight. But it'd be kind of cool if we can, if that would be like the next step, right? So yeah. So basically, I have created this bubble class, which is what we're going to bind to the cursor. And yeah, I don't think it's too difficult. We had our bubble earlier before I messed it up with this data attribute, but essentially what it did, I can probably grab it here real quick. So it's not going to look all that well. It's not going to look good at all. We'll grab a couple of images off of Google, and basically our little bubble here, it's very small. Like bump that up so you can see it. There you go. This is going to be like our little bubble. So all we have to do is make the animation, have it move up. And in order to do that, we're going to position it absolute or fixed on the screen and use the X and Y on the div class. So that's why we're messing around with the attribute function. You can grab different data bound to that object, bound to that DOM object. So essentially, we just grab the data X and data Y from that, and that's where we can determine the location of that bubble. And we're not too worried about overlap, because that'll kind of give the little 3D depth of field kind of thing. And we can also grab the cursor X and Y value too on this screen. So basically we just have to dump the cursor X and Y into here and just do the animation from there. I think the most difficult part would be the animation, just because in JavaScript the animation cycles are pretty weird. You can't just do a set interval or whatever to update it. Okay. So yeah, I will see if I can grab this attribute data. I want to be able to change colors a bit. Please have a static color. Actually, I think we'll just do a bubble color. We'll just set it by the tank. There you go. So we've got the bubble color, and all this is doing is changing this outside green here. And then let a new bubble. Oh, we probably need to bind this to a specific thing. Document the so there's our div. tank. So there's our tank element. That way we can just make sure it's in the tank, basically. So maybe an intersection observer would work. That way we can tell if it's not intersecting with the tank. We can just destroy it. But now we just need to set these new variables. Data X, start X. As for the Y, it's the same, it's the Y. JS and animation. There you go. So the request animation update is what we do to like have that the step by step, basically. This will give our frame request while not blocking interactions and stuff that we could have on there, but so there's our step. The only downside is you have to request the frame on top of the frame within the frame. So let's just have this as a function. Oh, we don't need to define it. So this is our animation frame. Oh wait, I gotta set this as well. That X equals and it's gonna be balanced too when it is called. This is probably better if I okay. So each frame we want to move Y up by 1. So they're let's do the positioning first, right? Position absolute. Okay, we say X is 100. MDN, my favorite doctrine. It's static, or it's relative. I kind of want absolute relative and relative. Where is it? I'm not put pixels. Oh, yeah. I guess we enter the thing, right? Adder X. How do you use adder? Pixels. Third example. So we got ads hello, their data. It's on the content too. I know because class is bubble. Got the bubble class. Should say 100 pixels. Animation function, that's what this is for. Trailing comma again. And child, and then the new bubble. And pink. Do now a new bubble tank. And child. I thought it was one child. Yeah, I thought it was a pin child, but I guess I'm wrong. Fragment, you can do it on the body. Is there another way to add a child? No, that's how you do it. What are you getting up to then? Can't read of undefined properties. So let's try this again. That's because I don't have the class of bubble. I'll just do it here. There you go. Hey, there's bubble. The overlap. That's not good. That's because I'm not using the X. I use you. This needs to be Y. It needs to be smaller now. Alright, so now we got our little tiny bubble in the corner again. We're able to create multiple bubbles, but I don't know what happens if I inspect it. So we got two bubbles, one at 50, one at that, and that counting down. And so that's good. So our request animation frame work. We moved it down by 1. However, I'm not sure how to make it so that it will use the properties left and right. Add a property. Valid property name. They don't use light here either. Adder function. That'd be cool. And cool tip. Cover data tooltip. Hey, that's what we want, right? Gonna print, that's the content. Cool. Custom header, color, data color, variables. The thing that we like to use adder for updating with CSS or JavaScript is you just do element.dataset.header. Pick a value, content. They're using Rust for some reason. Interesting. I didn't know you can do that, but that's not what I'm trying to do. Cool. I don't think I'm using it wrong. Oh, we can't use it. Where's my adder? Again. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to rethink on how we're going to do this then. We can probably set left and top in our JavaScript instead of trying to data set. That. That left E. Oh, it's kind of, so we're just gonna do that. Oh, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Why? Oh. Yeah. Y is greater than 0. Animation frame. Wait, where's my request animation frame? Oh, it needs to be inside a function. All right. I don't think we want request animation frame. Gotta guarantee smooth animations in JavaScript. The browser has a magical function that helps you achieve 60 frames per second when animating your HTML. This animation frame. This demonstrates of what it does and why you should prefer it over timer functions. Yeah, but it's not updating. So if it's greater than the max, then we're fine. We'll set interval. I'm using it correctly. Right? I think so. That's the interval one. Yeah, but it's even simpler. Why is it not working? Maybe it's at 0. Some movement is for a bit. And we're going to console log. Oh, that's a negative condition. Okay, yeah, I know why. There you go. It moves to the top. And then else. So it should move up to the top and then delete. So now we kind of have our little upper motion. Now we kind of need our sine wave. First things first, we can get rid of this. So there's our animation function. Button rest down. I don't understand why you do that. Right. Makes sense. That's it. We have our tank element, so let's add that to this. I'm not, I just need to for that. Grab that whole thing. I do not care enough for that. Mouse position. Yes, mouse. Mouse position. On the event, right? Event.client X. Dot client dot client I know why they're doing that now. Oh. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so mouse equals should be a boolean. I'm gonna set an interval for now. Every 150 milliseconds, we're going to create a bubble if I'm going to create a new bubble if the mouse is down. So we'll just be checking every 250 milliseconds. Okay, so we are, but I'm not getting the then you grab the mouse X and Y off of these events. Actually, can I grab the mouse? Oh, mouse move. I forget the mouse move. So every time the mouse is no. That X Y. You grab the X here. We're just going to get the same position. Okay, so now. Oops. There you go. Mouse is okay, so there's still some work to be done. But kind of getting there. Nice. You gotta add the little wiggle. Um, Fish probably should have just been like that. For refactor. Another refactor. There you go. Here's all the variables for the mouse stuff. We can make this into like, I don't know. That's fun. Alright. Kind of need top now too. So we're kind of right now we're just having it so that when the bubble hits the top of the screen, they just delete. However, we kind of want a a size randomizer would be nice, for sure. An average size to plus 2 or 3. We just do the sign of whatever that is. I guess I'm not going to do the waves tonight. I think animation wise is where I'm going to have to get that. Because that sign function is crazy. But we have the frameworks there. We do a position fix. Oh, on blur rate. Element. Yeah, this is an event. Event on blur. hovering over it. I was pretty sure that was on blur. JS. Oh. Cheat. Yeah. Doesn't match blur. I'm just gonna have to do down. It's false. Okay. Hey, it fixes the blur issue for the most part. All right, let's add a solid border. Five pixels. I'm doing 95 view height. 5 view height. 90. Okay. Kind of goes over a bit, but that's fine. Something quick and dirty will work up. I should probably rename this to Loot. Have an animate function be called inside that. Okay, yeah, let's do that. That's a quick, easy function thing. Look at our looping function, which does all it does is called animation, and then it sets up the animation again if it doesn't hear you. And then we do initialization too. Now all we have to do is say, hey, this is the animation, which allows us to do the sine wave, which is basically the only thing we got to do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Guess we get to change the width and height to the same value. So right now it's kind of set to 20, which is a good size. I'm gonna do a random between 15 and 25. 15 and 22, I would say. Let's do it. Math dot and there. I don't mind popping off an ambient. Between 15 and 22. Width, height, size. Hey, there you go. Okay. Why don't they just have to max and min? You provide an int. Okay, it worked out well. All right. we have our bubbler, which will act as a area bubble ground. Basically, we're just going to grab this right here. Actually, well, we're having this loop function thought. Essentially, it's just that and a condition. Yeah, interesting. So we'd have something like a signal equals x dot it that or no. This is just a function. So we have a signal basically, but it's just a boolean for that. No, it's gonna have to trigger it too. Animation, and then it did basically, so it loops the animation until it's specifically set to inactive, in which that would just work. Basically, I just have the, hey, here's the loop. Let's use this. Um, That is not a function. But yeah, it is. Oh. What do you mean stop's not a function? Stop is right there. Oh, I guess that. So it's not triggering the animation. So that should have triggered something, right? So it is looping. Okay, let's clear this. What is active set to? Why is active set to false? Because we're initial. Alright. Oh, wait. No. Yeah. Don't need this here. So here. I don't need stop in this case. That way we can have the little
they kind of stay at the top when they hit 0, so it's not flitting. You can create multiple loops. Yeah, that'd be so cool. Alright. So there's your start, stop, there's your loop. Do anymore. Stop in there. So you stop it within the animation itself. There. So we have our float animation. Oh, all right. Well, I think I'm gonna call it here. My phone's about to die, so the camera's gonna be off here. So we kind of didn't make it as far as I wanted to. Always ambitious. But we made it pretty far. So we have an animation loop now, which we can just call start and stop. And we can just pass in our animation. So if each frame it acts on those variables. It's cool, which allows us to do something like a bubbler, which is a constantly looping animation. So that we can optimize that the animation request frame a bit more. I do want to improve this though. Our mouse events kinda are up. So I want to be able to track when we're in like a zone. So we'll do that next time. I mean, these are all good things to know. I've never messed with the animation loops before. Turns out the hardest thing is to make it wiggle in a more bubbly way. So we'll get the wiggle down next time. I think that'll be tough. And yeah. Well, have a good time, guys. I'll talk to you later.